Hello guys, Sick and Yumi Comics here. Alright, gonna do another market watch on these 5 books, and let's see if it's a buy or sell. Alright, before we get into that, as you know, go check out 789 Comics. They have some really great comic books, and the newest release they got is the Supergirl issue number 1 by Alexander Lozano. Really a great cover. A lot of people were talking about this. To me, I think it's a great cover. Now, I don't really. If I have to say, this is a 7 out of 10 cover. But Supergirl, really well done. Just love the pose, how she's blowing the bubble. It's just overall, it's a great cover. So once again, go check out 79 Comics. Use the code SNMC to get your 10% on all your orders. Right, now with that said, let's check it out. Let's check out what we got and if it's time to sell or to buy. All right, so let's share screen on that right there. All right, so with that said, the first book that I got, hold on, I'm still not getting used to this. First book is this right here, Amazing Spider-Man 365. There's a preview of, yes, Spider-Man 2099, but they consider this as a first appearance because there is more than 4 pages. His name is his name is there along with him speaking and so and so and so. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man 365. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. So I have to go here and say Amazing Spider-Man 365. All right, so everybody's asking average about 11, 10. Wow, that's a nice one there, huh? 9.8, $135, $17 so far. And this is a newsstand too. In a 9.0, 19, so and so. So this is pretty much what people are asking. So let's see what it's been sold at. So right now there's a direct and a high grade for 974. Let's see if you go up here. Mint never read, $12. There's a remark there for 9.4, 175, $13, 9.48. So all the way to April 8, we got that. And what else we got here? April 6, 1579 on the newsstand. Average about 9.4, so it's a near mint. We got $7.99. Best offer taken, $19.99 back in April 5th. So you kind of see that, wow, look at that. There is a newsstand of condition about 8.5 that was $44.99. The offer was taken. So average about, yeah, high key issue, probably about 19, 20. So this is definitely for me will be hold. I would buy this on a high grade if it's possible, under $20, especially on the newsstand. Yeah, especially on the newsstand, I would definitely, it's a buy for me. Um, I wouldn't sell this if you have extra copies, why not? But if you do have that very high end copy in your collection, as for mine, this is not a near mint. This is definitely probably a very fine plus. There's two spine crease. There's at the top. There's kind of frail, but overall, it's a great cop. It's a good comic to get on a great character. 2099 Spider-Man, but overall, yeah, I would not sell. This is definitely a time to buy. It's in my opinion. Let me know what you think about this character, and let's move on to the next book. Right now, if you're not watching Daredevil Reborn, it's a good show. Um, I think I watched the very first four. I think the character is pretty good. But with that said, this is Daredevil issue 595. This is a legacy collection, but this is one of the 100. Uh, this is by Greg Hendenberg. Rest in peace. Peace. This is the one of the 100 variant. This is when Kingpin becomes the mayor of Hell Kitchen of New York. So let's find out if this book is time to buy or sell. All right, let's bring eBay back on and let's check it out. Daredevil 595, one out of 100. There it is. Wow. Drescher. Wow. Yes. Wow. All right. March 2nd. This sold, the last one sold for at $10.51. On January 27, this one sold for $89. Jan 12, 13, 18. Yeah. So not much out there that has been sold. But the last one that was close to sold was March 2nd for $10 on 1 and 100. I'm just curious to see what it's asking. Here are 9.8. Only 10. Very hard to find. 335. Here's one at 119.95. This is gotta be a near mint copy. 9.4 at 70. Here's one that asking $210. Um, so if I kind of scroll through here, like I said, not many 1 of 100 are being sold. So if I have to go with the one that is on that was sold for 100, I mean $10, $10 on March 2nd, it's a definitely hold for me. But January 27, 89.99. I think that was a pretty good around the ratio. But on the 12, $18.36. Seems like this guy Jonathan Comics. Um, let's see. Let's click on that because I'm kind of curious to see sold. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, because he seems like he's the one that has sold two copies of this. One here and one down here. And let's see the one that is. Just want to know if there's bum, bum, bum. Yeah, interesting. He had two copy with the very same images, and he sold one for 18 back in January 12 and $10 back in March 2nd. So that's an interesting. Definitely for me, this will be a hold, damn hold for me. I hope 1 on 100. Like I said, not many listed. Along with saying that it's not an easy book to find. So another book that is hope for me. If this was selling about 40 to 50, definitely it's time. I would have sold it, but the way that is the history of what eBay on the secondary market is showing, it's definitely a hold for me. All right, let's go to a new one. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 95 First Janica. And I got this Kevin Eastman variant, which is two-sided here on his Kevin Eastman Studios. Let's see what this book brings. All right, let's go bring back eBay. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, I thank you very much for staying tuned and supporting this channel. Ninja Turtles 95 Eastman variant. Let's try. Okay, nope. Let's just try Ninja Turtle Eastman 95. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Wow, we don't get too much of it, huh? Remember this movie was a formal book of the year when Janica. Wow, we don't get to see any of this. So this book, wow, this book is not an easy book to find. Well, there's that STC. Wow, still for $400, limited to 200. But when it comes to Eastman Studio, wow, Ninja Turtle. Maybe I put there 95. Eastman Studio cover. Nothing. I got nothing. We'll see if there's anything that has been asking price. Oh, there it is. 9.4 sketched. Venica. There are 100. Well, there's one that asking 125. Here's 9.8 for 259. So I guess you just have to kind of go see what people are asking, because it's definitely is not being sold. So with that said, it's a no-brainer. I will do two things. There's only two options for me, right? Two option is one, list it for 125 and hoping that you will sell for $95. If not, just hold it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it now unless you get a really great deal. Somebody put it on auction and then put a bid for it. But as for a seller, I would just put this out for high grade copy. Put all the pictures of all 8 corners from the back and the side, and list it for 125. Hopefully, you would take a bite of it. All right. Well, if it was for me, it's not selling. Somebody's asking 9.4 for 170. Someone asked for 9.8 for 300. Definitely, if it was for me, I would list it for $125 and see from there. So there's mine. All right. So next one will be Clayton Crane. This is the facsimile from Scorpion Comic exclusive. This is the gold version. There was a silver and there was also green. So there's only 800 copy of this. Homage to Spider-Man 1. And let's see what this book does. All right. Back to eBay. So this is Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 green. No, Spider-Man 1. Facsimile. Oh, I'm getting Facsimile. Oh, here we go. Boom. Well, there's that negative for 150. There's the green on the 9.6 for 78, 79. There's the silver. Where's the gold? Here's the gold and great trade and virgin set for $299. So you can kind of get an idea. The gold virgin is 175 on a 9.8. Okay. Wow, there's a mini addition to this. I didn't know. But let's find out what it's being selling for. Right, the negative for $99.99. There's a black suit for $280. Silver for 138 for that. Silver signed. There's a regular. Let's find out where the gold is. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the gold. Wow. McFarlane and for $850. Damn. 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 All right, here we are. Facsimile, creating clean gold, auto. What? Let's just see. I'm just kind of curious. Um, there's no auto. What the hell are you talking about? It has a mark on the cover, perfect condition, short corner. Pre-cut. So if you want to get this thing signed, but yeah, it sold for $110 and back in March 4th. So let's go through more just to see. I know we are kind of trying to 325 with his signature, 150 in the silver. So if it was for me, this is definitely a sell. Sell for me. I put it at a 150, best offer, or probably have Creating Crane sign it along with it if McFarlane signs it. This is a dope ass cover. That's the reason I got it. Clayton Crane didn't disappoint on this one, did he? But yeah, definitely. If I was a seller, I'll put it as a sell for 150 and see. Yeah, but it's me. I don't sell too many comic book individually. If I have to get rid of it, I'll probably get rid of it. But I don't know. Maybe Crane and McFarlane to sign this might be an option. But looking at this condition, definitely not a 98. So I would sell this for 150. All right, so back to so let's bring the last book, which is bam. Shout out to Freddy's 562. So Transformer issue number 1, the direct. There's also newsstand, but let's see what this bring. If it's a sell or hold. All right. So let's bring eBay back and let's do the facsimile. And let's do this. Transformers, number 1. I want. Oh, not Foimer. Transformers, number 1. There we go, 1984. It's a 40th edition of 40th anniversary edition. Sold for $5. Wow. Here's a newsstand for $134. Okay. Here's one newsstand, 122. Newsstand high, probably about 92. Sold for $349. There's a 94 that sold for $249. This is a 9. High nines. So probably what, 96, 98, 94. Here's a 94 that sold for $249. Whatever. Here's a 944 that sold for $389. They're not much direct. Here's one sold back in April 5th for $41. And let's just look at the condition of this book right here. Oh, wow. It's a reader's copy. Let's see the back. Yeah, definitely. It definitely worth $41. All right. Here's one direct for $78. near minus condition. Um, Here's a 98. Wow, 1500. Here's a 5.0 version of for $60 in the newsstand. So it seems like the newsstand really. Wow, here's one for 1,000 on a 9.8. Here's a newsstand for 49. Very good to find. Wow. So newsstand. Here's a direct. Let's see what the condition of this book is. Uh, Thing there. Ding, 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 ding. For $40 on a condition like this, that's definitely so. It was for me. This is my holy grail. Not holy grail. This is one of the books that I've been chasing for over a decade. Definitely, it's a hold, regardless what the price is. So there is some books. There is some books that you can um, sell, buy. Buy definitely is the easiest thing to do if you want to add to. But there's some certain book that I will want to keep, and regardless of the prices, this one's right here. So this is a keeper. Sell. Listed, hoping to get a bite. Definitely a hold. And it's time to buy. Buy it low, sell it high. If that is what your whole thing is all about. Um, so I hope you enjoyed this version. Again, thanks very much everyone who's been commenting, leaving a good feedback, and going forward, this is the format that I'll be using on my 5 keys or 5 FOMOs or Market Watch. All right. So with that, I just want to end it with 79 Comics. Use the code SNMC to get your 10% discount on all your orders. And yeah, with that said, thanks again, everyone, for watching and supporting. And see you next time. Shoot.